good to be physically strong from the core than it is on the outside, because it reflects what you are, right? So if you're just too big, it gets difficult to move. You know, you have to like, it's got to, you're twice your mass, so you got to move a bit bigger than usual. You know, good to be in fluidity, mobility, function. You know, and the right type of anatomical flow and the anatomy of who you are. Because right, structure gains over time. You know, just because you can't get it just yet doesn't mean that you won't get it. You know, you got to look at it from look right. You got to set those goals. You got to set those, you know, expectations. But you got to know what's good for your body. You know, just because it looks, just because it looks good doesn't mean that it's good. You know, you got to listen to your body properly. You got to move when it's right. Movements, you got to move in function, move in functional conditioning, like strength conditioning. That will give you so much more for the long run. It truly will. You know, it's like, look, if your body can function, then it's self-adjusting. Uh, it's self-adjusting, as in when the body recognizes patterns of its natural nature, it starts to memorize properly. You know, it starts to have more cognition. It recognizes things in a different way because the way the body is in the states of muscle memory and skeleton structure and mobility, it has to understand through adaptation, but through time, the registration of how you think recognizes how far can our body truly move. And you know how far you can move, you know how far you can push through. It's how you understand you and how well do you go through states of changes, because the body's always changing, you know. But you gotta give your body different states to know, you know, how far can you go without breaking. You know, how far can you go without taking things out of proportion. Just good to be in a good function instead of too much. Just a suggestion.